Okay.
Well, it's recording, but
Hello, everybody. My name is Will. I'm going to be talking today about the geology of the Big Island. First, a little bit about myself. I grew up in California. I've lived in Hawaii for about 7 years now. I'm married. I have 2 sons. I live in Pepakeo. I watch my boys during the day, work at night. In between time, try to find some time to eke out a little bit of time to do school. I'm nervous to be giving this first speech, but I want to use more positive words, so I'm going to say that I'm primed and I'm aroused and I'm juiced. And I believe that tuition is rising as I speak, so I might as well just jump into it. So, volcanoes are awesome. On Hawaii, we have both the world's most active volcano, Kilauea, and the world's most massive volcano, which is Mauna Loa. And so, volcanologically speaking, we're pretty lucky. Volcanoes just conjure up images of raw power and the earth recycling itself and the birth of new land. And you can't speak about Hawaiian geology without first talking about volcanoes. Our islands have been shaped by a combination of volcanic activity and erosion. And today I'm going to be talking about the geology of our Hawaii. I'm going to talk about the formation of the Hawaiian archipelago. Then I'm going to tell you a little bit about each of the volcanoes that have created this island. I'm going to present them from oldest to youngest, starting with Kohala, Mauna Kea, Hualalai, Mauna Loa, Kilauea, and then Loihi, which is currently under the ocean. It's a seamount just off the southeastern coast of Hawaii. The Hawaiian archipelago is situated in the middle of the Pacific tectonic plate on a geological hotspot. So hotspot is an upwelling of magma that rises through the Earth's plates. As it leaves the Earth, it cools and solidifies and forms, in this case, islands. The Pacific plate moves westward at a couple centimeters a year, which is roughly the speed at which your fingernails grow. And so as it moves westward, each island pops up and pops until, right now we're in Hawaii, and each of those pops takes millions of years, but that's the basic gist of it. The hotspot that is under Hawaii has been active for about 70 million years, and it's produced an archipelago that consists of 8 major islands, 124 islets, that stretches for 1,500 miles throughout the Pacific. Hawaii is the youngest island in the chain. It's comprised of 5 volcanoes, which are Kohala, Hualalai, Mauna Loa, Mauna Kea, Kilauea, and then you can't see it, but Loihi's kind of off to the edge right there. As the plate that we're on moved across a hot spot, it erupted from each of these volcanoes sequentially, and that created new sheets of land, which then fused over, again, millions of years and became the island that we live on today. Kohala is the oldest volcano on the island. It's currently extinct. It stretches from it's right on the northern tip of the island, from like Waipio to Hawaii and then down to Kauai on the Kona side. It's just shy of 5,500 feet tall, and because of its age, it has just deep soil in that part of the island. There's been lots of erosion as well, which have created those kind of alluvial valleys that you have on the north end of the island, Waipio, Waimanu, Pololu. Mauna Kea is the tallest volcano on the island. It's currently dormant, which means that it's not erupting now, but sometime in the next thousands of years it could erupt. It is 33,000 feet from the seafloor to the summit, but 13,780 from the sea level to the summit. A couple thousand years ago, it was a little bit higher than it is today, but that's kind of where it's at right now. It stretches from Honoka'a to Hilo in the east and Kauai to Waikoloa on the west side. Hualalai is currently active. It last erupted in 1801. It's 8,271 feet, and it stretches from Kiholo Bay to Captain Cook on the Kona side. Mauna Loa is currently active. It's the world's most massive volcano, comprising 51% of the island. It's 13,680 feet, and what's known as a shield volcano, which is basically describes the shape of it. It's kind of a high cone, but with very, very shallow sloped sides. Kilauea is the world's most active volcano. It goes from HPP to Pahala down on the Kau coast. It's been erupting continuously since 1983, up a little over 4,000 feet, and since 2007 has added roughly 600 acres of new land to the island. Loihi, it is currently under the water, about 3,000 feet under the water. In about 50,000 years, it's going to pop up and become either a portion of this island or its own island. It's the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed everything, and I hope you learned a little more about volcanoes. Thank you.
Thank you. There's 3 more. Sorry, dude.
Or are you in a hurry?
I was like, just looking at the time going like, ah!
How much